Welcome to Film Bite. I'm Kyle Markwalter. For this episode, I'll be reviewing Stephen Herrick's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Party on, dudes! (1989's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure has kind of achieved cult status by this point. The film follows Bill and Ted, played by Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves, as they try to pass their high school world history course. Turns out these guys are incredibly important to the future, and the future generations send back a man named Rufus, played by George Carlin, to help Bill and Ted pass their final oral project. The way he does this is by giving them a time machine that lets them travel back in time to be able to get the information and things that they need to be able to pass their assignment. Now, this film really shouldn't be as good as it is. It's got low-tier special effects that are years old by the time the movie comes out, with a few new ones kind of thrown in there at times. It's got an absurd plot line. It's got a lot of recycled 80s film elements. And it's got a total lack of any real depth, especially regarding the relationship between kind of past and present that the film kind of sets up. But the whole thing, the whole movie is presented with just this incredible energy and confidence that just keeps you smiling all the way through up until the ending, when we see these two guys give their project. Reeves and Winter are excellent as stoner metalheads.
Okay. The lady in that car over there said that Marco Polo was in the year 1275. So it's not just a water sport. I knew it.
They're incredibly joyful and lovable all the way through. You can't help but be along the ride with these guys, even if a lot of the elements of their characters are cliche and flat. They just are such enjoyable guys to watch, and we feel for them, and we can just ride along the ride with them. We really don't end up caring if it's all that shallow, because the two characters are so enjoyable to watch.
Miss Preston, we'd like you to meet some of our friends.
Yeah, this is, Dave Beethoven.
Ah, sí, so sure, madame.
And, Maxine of Arc, Missy. Herman the Kid.
Bob Genghis Khan. Socrates Johnson. Dennis Frood. And, Abraham Lincoln.
George Carlin is also awesome as this like straight-faced guy from the future. We recognize him as George Carlin, but he is in this futuristic, big coated suit with these glasses, and he just delivers his lines with a spot-on confidence that just lets you roll with the awesomeness of seeing this guy from the future and these two sort of stoner loser guys from high school in San Dimas, California interact. There's enough spot-on dialogue and really creative situation writing to make it work, even if some of the scenes in between are kind of obligatory. And it does clearly borrow from a lot of 80s teen picks that came before it. Time-traveling teens, I mean, we've seen it in things like Back to the Future. You got a little Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. So it's not doing a ton of really new creative things, but I think that the vitality and just the sheer enjoyment that the film presents itself with is just awesome, especially some of the fun it has when it's allowing the historic characters to interact with the modern world. Is just awesome and hilarious to watch, as well as some of the ways that Reeves and Winters just play their characters and their interactions with each other and with the things that they're seeing. I give it 3 out of 5 bites. It's a super fun diversion, playful, gleeful, and I'm psyched now to be able to see the upcoming 3rd installment of the series that was recently announced. I think it'll probably be most excellent. Thank you for watching. Once again, this is Kyle Markwalter for Film Bite. Remember, every movie I review is worth watching. Taste training, so train yours. Please subscribe to my channel below and leave any comments. Thanks for watching.